Welcome you to customer. Today this video try to demo how to retrieve UniData or Universe server and slave process ID number. Sometimes you need to understand or you need to get the parent process ID also, not just for slave process ID. So for this demo will include 4 different type demos. One is for UniData Unix. Second one will be UniData on Windows environment. Third one will be Universe Unix environment. And last one will be Universe Windows environment. The syntax a little bit different. I will try to show you one by one. So first, we're talking about UniData or Universe / process ID. When you type in the Universe is UVLIC tool or UniData run list user command, all show you is related to slave process ID. But sometimes you want to know what is corresponding UO server process ID. So I will show you how to get it. The first one for UniData UO slave PID. For the client side, like U2 Toolkit, UO.NET, or UOJ, you can use in the function inside the section called getAdVariable3. Actually, or use also can use in this way to get the slaves PID numbers. On Universe, a little bit different. On Universe, I using a call subroutine function. Here, just give you example to call the subroutine to get a PID to retrieve the PID from the user info. User info is implement on the latest like Universe 11.3.1. So on the previous version, you might not have the same functionality, but on the latest Universe version already include this function. So you can use it this way to get a PID, or using this way to extract the data to retrieve the PID information. For the slave, basically I using the Unix command or Windows WMIC command to get the parent process ID information. So for this, for UniData, you will see there's a Unix function, and for UniData basically they will use it on the share, you use the exclamation mark and include the command. On Windows, same thing, using WMIC command to retrieve the data. For Universe, a little bit different. On Unix, using sh-c option to include the command. For Windows environment, you will require to use DOS /c command to include the command. So I will show you one by one. The first demo, I'd like to show you how to get the UniData slaves PID and UniData UO server PID. So on Unix, so first I connect to Unix server. So you get the slave PID. This is the slave PID. If I get the connect the second one, I got the server PID number. So I also create the script file on Unix, so it can easy to run this number to get the server and slave PID. So I copy the slave information here, so I can copy to here. So you will see the server actually that's the slave PID, and that's the server UO server UniData UO server process ID number. So you compare the program, you will see the same thing for here. the PID information is correct. Sometimes you also can run in this command to verify the information is correct. So you got a UDCS and UDAPI underscore slave PID. So they looking for slave. So that's the PID match this one, and server match this one. So how can you do that on your application? So first, on the connection part. So for the connection for UniData UNIX, pretty simple. So basically, you just need to, for UniData, you just using this function. From the section, you can get variable 3 and to return the slate PID information. It's the same Windows and Unix. On the parents process ID, a little bit different. We using the function called this one called ps-p is the process ID, and to get the ppid and to retrieve the parent process ID. Actually, it's a UniData UO server process ID. The second one, we go to the Windows side. If you disconnect, go back to Windows side. Windows side for UniData is very similar. You can see. So we get the slave on Windows side, and we get the parent's ID back. So if you check on the Windows machine, so you can run the similar function I already created, this one. So if you put the slate ID number, so that's the slate information. So that's the slave 28092. Get your PPID. So that's the Windows. So Windows, not SH, should be BAT. So you see this information will be process ID slave will be 28092. So compare the application is the same 28092, and is the UDAPI server, it will be 34584. So that's just for UniData side. So we go back to show you how it works on the application. So application on Windows side is the connection part on the slate. The PID will be the same on Unix side. So it's just using this get app variable 3, but the parent process, and I using WMIC command to retrieve get parent process ID. Next one will show you for Universe. So we start to Unix. So let's just Universe machine and provide the connection. Get the parent process ID. So retrieve the data back for Universe. So for Universe, same thing on the connect to the same machine. That's the same machine. So if you are using another PS command, so you will see. So that's just a way to you will see connect to the Universe server. We got the server process and also got a slave. So for this, I can run this command. I create a script file, so I can go back to check this number slave. So you will see this one. I get the this one UV API server is the PID is A0611130 and parent process ID. So it's complete match this application. So that's for UNIX universe. Get the PID and parent ID. So for UNIX, you will see using this sh command to see the parent process ID. Actually, you retrieve it's a UV API server process PID. You have same thing for a Windows side. On Windows side, I will show you very quick. So Windows localhost. So I can use in Windows. So I connect to the Windows Universe 12.1.1. So I get the slate PID information. I also can get the server PID information. So if you go back to run the program, I already create the get the UOPPID. So I just need to replace the universe, the PID information. So for this information, you will see this one complete match the server 17992. So same thing on the program side. For the connection part for Windows side, just a little bit different. So we are using call get UOPID subroutine function to retrieve the server information. So subroutine function, I already have another program to show you. So basically, it's a pretty simple way to create the syntax like this to get the subroutine. And for inside the subroutine, you will see the subroutine function like this. So it can easy to retrieve the data back to the client to get the slate the PID. For the get parent process on Windows side, you are using this find function. Basically, it's DOS command, and to run the same command on the Windows side, DOS prompt. So you can retrieve the data back very simple. So hopefully you can learn something from this video. You can retrieve the UO server and select the process ID information.